Recent 4th grade into math lesson 4.2. Explore division patterns with tens, hundreds, and thousands. I can use basic facts, patterns, and place value to divide a multiple of 10, 100, or 1,000 by a one-digit number. Spark your learning. The Golden Gate Bridge is a famous landmark in California. A toy store has a model on display of the bridge made out of blocks. The model is made using 9,000 blocks. Before it is put together, the blocks are stored in 3 bins. Each bin has the same number of blocks. How many blocks are in each bin? So let's pull out our numbers, the 9,000 blocks, and then the 3 bins. And then they want to know how many blocks are in each bin. Okay, so how many bins or groups do I have? 3, right? So I need to draw 3 circles for my 3 bins or my 3 groups. Okay, now we can use these 10 blocks, but sometimes to do 1,000, it's kind of hard to try and draw 3D. So we've learned that you can draw a flat and put a T in it to say 1,000, right? Okay, so I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now is that 9,000? Yeah. Okay, because each one of those represents 1,000. So how many blocks do I have in, or how many thousand blocks do I have in each one? 3, right? And then we have to take 3 times 1,000, which gets us so 3,000 blocks would answer our question. Build understanding number 1. The toy store sells toy cars in packs of 320. A group of 8 friends wants to share 1 pack. How many toy cars will each friend get? Okay, so let's plot our numbers. So 320, 8 friends, and then how many toy cars will each friend get? Start with a simpler number. Represent how many cars each friend would get from a pack of 32 cards. Write a division equation for the basic fact that you know. Okay, so first of all, how many groups do we have? 8, right? Okay, so let's draw 8 groups. Okay, now they said a simpler one. So we have the big number 320, but that can also be what? 32, right? So a simpler one would be 32 divided by 8. So if I did that, I drew my 8 circles, right? Okay, and then I'm going to start counting out my 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So 32 divided by 8 is 4. Okay, but in this case, we had 32 or 320 divided by 8. Remember yesterday we talked about the boxes, okay, with multiplication. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that 32 in a box, and we know 32 divided by 8 is what? 4. And then I have a what left over? A 0. So I have to still add that at the end. So it's just like the multiplication, only is our number getting bigger or smaller? Smaller in this case, right? Okay, so each friend would get what? 40, right? 40 toy cars. So how are 32 and 320 related? 32, one just has a unit of 10 with it, right? Okay. Letter B. How can you use a simpler, or how can you use simpler numbers along with place value and basic facts to find here with our box, right? Okay. And then, of course, we got our answer to be 40 toy cars. Stepping out, number 2. The toy store sells sticker sets for $9. How many sets does the store sell to make $270? $2,700. Use place value to rename the numbers. So once again, this is where we write that this is 10, right? Get rid of 1 0, so 270 is also written as 27 tens, all right? 100, 100, right? 2 zeros, so we put 27. So 2,700 is also written as 2,700, right? Use a basic fact and the renamed numbers to find the quotient. So 27 divided by 9 is, what times 9 gets us 27? 3. Inverse operation, right? Okay, so that would be 270 divided by 9 would get us 3, and then that blue represents 10, correct? Oh, sorry, I'm jumping ahead a bit here. 270 we said is also 27 tens divided by 9 gets us 3 tens, which is what? 3 with a 0. Okay, 2,700 divided by 9. 2,700 is also 27 hundredths divided by 9. So what is 27 divided by 9? It's 3. So that gets us 3 hundredths, or only in number form would be 3 with how many zeros? 2. So the store needs to sell 30 sets to make $270 and 300 sets to make $2,700. Check understanding number 1. 2 friends split a $2,000 prize. How much money do each get? Okay, so they broke it down into each step for us into units of 10. So they said 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. So they said we're going to put the 2 in a box. 20 divided by 2 is 10. Okay, then 200 divided by 2, we're going to put the 2 in the box. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and we have 2 zeros left over. 2,000 divided by 2, we're going to put 2 in the box. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and we have 3 zeros left over. So each will get, what's my label? $1,000. Number 2, Ari has 2,000 marbles. He puts the same number of marbles in each of 5 bags. How many marbles are in each bag? So if we pulled out our information, we have 2,000, 5 bags, and then how many marbles are in each bag? Remember what I write, you write. Okay? So they're telling us that we're going to divide, right? So they start off with a smaller number. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Okay? This is where the boxes are important. Okay? Because if you would not use one, you would say, some of you might say that 4 goes into 25 times, or that 5 goes into 24 times, and then think you have 2 zeros left over. But do you have 2 zeros left over? No, you would only have 1. Okay? So 5 goes into 20 the 4 times, and you have how many zeros left over? 1. Okay? 5, put our box around 20, goes into 20 how many times? 4 times, and how many zeros are left over? 2. So 400 marbles are in each bag. On your number 3, use structure. A printer needs to send 3,000 books to 6 libraries. Each library must get the same number of books. How many books should the printer send to each library? So let's follow our information. 3,000 books, 6 libraries, and they want to know how many books each the printer should send to each library. So we are what? Dividing, right? Okay, they broke it down a little bit. they are going to do the 30. So they said 30 divided by 6 equals 5. Okay. 30 divided by 6 equals 5, but we still have one extra 0 left over. Okay. Then we have 30. We're putting 30 in our box. 30 divided by 6 is 5, and we have how many zeros left over? 2. So the printer should send 500 books to each library. Number 4. A dairy farm produces 8,000 gallons of milk each week. The milk is stored in these tanks. Each tank holds the same amount of milk. How many gallons does each tank hold? So we need our 8,000 gallons, and then we want to know how many gallons each tank holds. So how many tanks are there? 4. Remember what I write, you write. So if I circled information and underline the question, you're circling information and underlining the question. Okay, so 8,000, and then what am I going to do? 8,000 what? Divided by 4 equals, what am I going to put in the box? The 8, not 80, because can 4 go into 8? No. Yes, so we don't need to add a 0, okay? So 8 divided by 4 is 2, and then I have how many zeros left over? 3. So 2,000 gallons. Okay, so yes, they use bolded up here, but on our papers, they don't always have bolded, so that's why we use the boxes, okay, to help us. So use space value and patterns to find the quotient. So 630 divided by 7. So can 7 go into 6? No. Can 7 go into 63? Yes. So we're going to put 63 in our box. So 63 divided by 7 is what? What times 7 gets us 63?
5. No, not 5.
Don't just yell at answers. Think about it. 8 times 7 is 56. 9. Okay. So 9 and add a 0. Our next one is 4,500 divided by 9. Can 9 go into 4? No. Can 9 go into 45?
Yes.
Okay. So that's what we're going to put in our box. So what times 9 gets us 45? 5. And then I'm left with 2 zeros. Number 6, open-ended. Write and solve a word problem that can be modeled and solved by the equation. So let's just kind of use what we had on number 4. Okay. So a dairy farm has 2,800 gallons of milk with 4 containers. How many gallons will each container hold? Okay, so to solve it, they already gave us the equation. So what am I going to put in my box? Can 4 go into 2?
Yes.
No. Can 4 go into 28? Yes. So I'm going to put 28 in my box. How many times does 4 go into 28? What times 4 gets me 28?
3.
7. Okay. So 7, and then I have how many zeros? 2. So 700, and then what would be our label after our question?
Gallons.
Gallons.